students, and welcome to my tutorial. Our today's tutorial is a very interesting tutorial, and it is about how to prepare crayon melting art on a canvas. So let us come forward and see what are the materials required over here. As you can see, we need a canvas. I am using a canvas which is about 40 by 40 centimeter in size. You can choose a bigger one also depending upon your wish and how do you want to stick it in which place in your room, or that depends upon the space on the wall. Secondly, with the crayons you also require a glue gun. Purpose of glue gun is just to put it and then stick up each crayon. Now you would ask me how many crayons you need. It all depends upon the number of size. The size is your canvas. My canvas is 40 centimeter, so on the 40 centimeter each crayon is about 0.8 cm. Use the help of the ruler and I found out. So when I divided 40 with 0.8, I get to know that I need something about 35 to 40 pieces of crayons to stick here. Using the help of glue gun, I stick out my crayons. Besides the crayons, you would require paint brushes, acrylic paints, different colors, different shades, and to prepare more shades, a palette. Then you would also require a glue stick. Reason for glue stick, I will show you right now. As you know, I am not just doing a canvas of melting crayon, I am also giving it a beautiful scenery design. Here I had printed out a silhouette of a black and white tree, which I cut it using the help of cutters in between the areas where my scissors could not pass, and the outer covering using the help of the scissors. Fine. So this one, for example, I stick it over here as such, as my tree. Then I also cut some clouds to put it over here like that. On top of the clouds, what I can do is either I can just simply put it up on my moon, something like that, and then I have a beautiful boat design. All our silhouettes in here, a beautiful boat design with some water passing below it like that, and then adding some butterflies or birds. I am choosing butterflies in here, you can choose as birds, and then getting up this design, lining up my crayons on top using the help of, and you would also require a hair blow dryer. The temperature should be hot to melt your crayons. Once the crayons are melted, it will give the effect on this thing. What some people prefer is to remove this or to keep it, but by keeping the silhouette on top of the melted crayon, the crayon color would also come on this picture, which would not look good at all. That is why I would prefer, after I have melted the crayons and the crayons have dried, I am going to remove this. To make it remove easily, we are using the glue stick, because glue stick won't make it rigidly attach it to the canvas, and we can easily remove it. So once you're done with that, you have the effect behind it. That effect you can keep it as it is if you feel that it looks nice. Otherwise, fill in the colors using the place of brush paints and your acrylic paint. That is the purpose of acrylic paints. So let us come forward and see how we can start to do this practical. So dear students, now I will be showing you how the procedure of this crayon art practical goes on. As you can see here, we have arranged the crayons depending upon its shade. At the beginning, I thought that I will be using the rainbow colors. But then, depending upon, you can also use the rainbow color, but if the canvas was plain. But here you can see, since we have used the silhouettes in here, so that is why it is important that the correct colors come above it. Such as, for example, here is the clouds. So above the clouds, I would like to have a blue color crayon, so that it melts and gives the cloudy effect. Similarly, here is a boat and the water. So the water needs to be blue. Here we have a tree, that's why I have put down green. And the sun close by the yellow color here. Then some butterflies can be a mixture of different variant colors. That is why I have used mixture of reds and pink over here, so that the butterflies can take them. And then, as you can see, this is another cloud, but here I have given a little bit of purple effect with little bit of white shade. These purples are close to little bit of blue. That is why it can give about rainbow effects in there. And then this is our final silhouette. So one thing that you need to do is take your gun glue, make sure it's hot, stick every glue perfectly in line as how I have done over here, and then your silhouettes needs to be stuck. Students, you'll be sticking using the help of a glue stick, not a glue gun or any liquid glue, because after the crayons have dried, you have to remove them. So to remove it easily without keeping any residue behind, you need to use this glue stick. Please let me show you how does this look like when you're going to be seeing it in this effect. These crayons should be arranged in this motion, and the salutes are looking like that. This itself looks a very beautiful design. You can also stick it and without melting of the crayon and just giving a color pencil effect on the sides, but I would be doing the crayon melting art because that is our tutorial. So let me stick all this and show you how the melting procedure will look like. Dear students, as you can see on our canvas, what we have done is we have stuck beautiful colors here perfectly, and as per how I required it, depending upon the images I have stuck in here. Images have been stuck using the glue stick and little bit of glue gun because they were not rigidly attaching, and then I found out that using glue gun can easily help me to peel it off also. We have our two butterflies right below the colorful here, the clouds, the moon or the sun, and the clouds here, a tree, and the boat with a little bit of water. Once we see this paint, then only I can see forward and tell you how the next painting effect can be done regarding the finishing of this canvas. So here we are using our blow dry. It is right now at a low speed. There's two speeds in my one, low and high. Directly no medium speed, and then I have the heat. Heat is medium and high heat. So first I will start with the medium heat and then see whether it melts. If not necessary, and then we will increase the heat. So just let us do this one. This is the medium heat which is coming, and I don't find it to be melting, so I'm going to increase the heat. You need to wait for quite about 1 minute so that the crayons can get average temperature, and keep rotating it at one time itself. Putting it little bit closer to my crayon is making them melt also, so I can find some of the droplets near the blue area, and then little bit of more, and then you're going to find it melting, and you can see our first melting has started over here. Be careful, you have put some papers all around because this can be little bit messy. As I told you, you need average temperature everywhere. And you can see I'm giving the blue effect. Now I just need my red and crayons to just melt a little bit here. Doing this motion from the upper area is much more better. But what I can see, I need to stop a little bit in the middle. As you can see, this one, this tree branch is moving, so I need to stick it a little bit with the glue. So I will just take a pause now. We have been using a different type of hair dryer because this is more hot as compared to my red one. So again, the motion will be from up. I'm using the high speed heat in order to melt my crayons. And I can find that this is melting it more faster. You can also do it on the upper area so that there is an average heat everywhere. This is enough of this area. Now I need to start on this part. And you can see that the melting process takes place in here. Similarly, then once I am completed with the complete processing of melting, I will show you what has to be done next. So as you can see, we have melted and given the effect over here. We will just wait for the crayons to dry, and then later I will show you after removing it what is going to be the procedure next.
As you can see, the crayons have completely dried, and now let me take out. There were chances that some of the crayons melted inside the silhouettes, okay? So for that, we have to roughly take our black marker or a black pen or black crayon and give an outline and then fill in the colors using the acrylic paint. So first, let me take off my cloud from here. As you can see, it was a little bit difficult to come out. And it gave this thing. So what I will do is I'll be taking my marker or the crayon, giving it a dark effect, and then making it move like a cloud and give it an effect. This is just an outline because you will be using the acrylic paint and then filling it in. Similarly, the area around the moon or the sun. We are making a color here, and then I will scrape it out. I'll use the help of my ruler or the cutter. And then just take it off, and you can see here some excess, that is fine. You can take it off and by scraping it and leveling it out, and then fill in the acrylic paint. Similarly for here. So first what I will do is remove it, and then I'll do for the rest and show you all how does it look like. Dear students, as you can see here, we have done the crayon melting. We gave a little bit of outline, tried to draw as much as possible in some cases, and this is what it has turned out to be. In my point of view, I feel that crayon design is something that is really very messy, and so the design is also expected to be messy. And really I'm very happy with this type of design, and most probably I will be putting it in my room. So thanks for watching the video.